Yo, 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 what's up, y'all? It's Power Plays Palace, man, and we back. It is a Tuesday morning, and let's take a look at the chart. Oh, no. Yesterday we were looking for a spy if it reclaimed long above 739.25. We're looking for an entry around 739.40, 739.40 to 40 even. Stop below 737.80. Target 741.20, 742.80, and 743.46. Um, and if we got a rejection short, we got 738.80, 739.25, 738.80 on the entry, and 739.50 on the entry. And that's the range, right? So you want to get in that range. And with a stop above 741. Targets being 737.20, 736, and 734.75. So let's take a look at what we had going on yesterday. Oh man, we zooming in on that pre-market, but we'll get to that. All right. So yesterday, what we were looking at, the spot opened up at 739.83, man, which is wild. And I don't know why I say it's wild, but it is. It dropped down to 737.61, and then it went up to 741.40. And from there, it really started to really work its way back down, had some resistance. And for the rest of the day, it really worked its way back down. And one of the telling signs, is you're looking at this, is all of these wicks at the top of all of these candles. That's a telling sign. So as it's working its way down, you have 733. It worked its way all the way down to 733.39, which is really an $8 move. But I'm telling you, when you're dealing with SPY as the day go on, especially if you buying calls and puts that expire, that would expire like yesterday, these pullbacks and these push-ups, like when it pulled back right here to 734 and then ran back to 737, those pullbacks can be costly if you bought a put way up here and then you didn't buy a put close to the money. Are you waiting on it to come down? Because every time it pulls back, it reduces the value of your contract. But when it drops, sometimes what happens is you don't get the same rate that you would early in the day, especially when it's less volume and less implied volatility and things like that that control, the amounts you get for each contract. So be mindful of that because, you can take your profits early in some areas and get back in, and then you'll be able to play it and continue to play it down. But it went all the way to 733, and then from there, at the end of the day, it worked its way back up to 738, something that been kind of happening a little bit. So overall, that's what was on the chart for yesterday. If you'd have played on the put side, you'd have been able to play it all the way down and reach all the levels. So that right there is a good day. So that was just yesterday, and let's see what we have coming in for today. Now for today, we're looking for SPY. If it reclaims its long above 739.25, entry to 739.40 to 740. I'm on the wrong chart. Y'all give me a second. Sorry, let me pull that up. All right. So what we're looking at is 739.14. I'm tripping, y'all. I'm on the wrong chart. Entry around 739.20 to 740 still. But I stop below 737.40. Targets me in 740.80, 741.40, and 744. And if we get a rejection short of 738.80 to 739.14, we'll be looking at an entry around 738.80 to 739.50. Stop above 741. Targets will be 736.80, 735.20, and 734.56. And the reason for that is what's going on in the market, pre-market. So let me show y'all pre-market. All right. So right now, what happened is SPY opened up pre-market 739.14, 4 o'clock this morning. And then it worked its way all the way down to 734.56. So it created a nice pre-market range. Nice pre-market range. And so what you have here is now what's currently going on is 8:30. SPY is, it set its bottom, it hit it again. To me, that's a double bottom. Even though that's a wick, it still tapped it twice and almost a triple bottom right here, 3 times. And usually, now this is a Fibonacci retracement I put on here yesterday. Let me take that off. Uh, so you got 1, 2 taps, 3 taps almost. This thing could shoot up or it could go down theoretically. But you see the low of the day for yesterday is 733.39, so you do have a realistic target. But that's 1, 2, 3 taps. We still got an hour before the market opens, so we'll see what happens with that. But that's why those numbers look like that. Remember, we're in all-time high areas. So there's not a whole lot of footprints up here. So when you trying to find key areas and key areas of support and resistance, you have to kind of, at least the way I was taught and the way I learned, you have to kind of have some realistic targets in places where you have highs and lows. And that's why I use previous day high, previous day low, and open range breakout to kind of see, how I want to play stuff or what's going on. And then, of course, you're looking at volume. But when you're in the all-time highs area, there's no real place to do a lot of back testing. What happens? So you can only go back as far as it allow you to go back with it. So that's why you see some of those numbers, those levels come back up because, past performance is one of the strongest ways to predict future behaviors. And so that's why you do that. And so that's where these levels show up. And you see the numbers on one side, on the call side, maybe on the put side. So that's how that happens. So right now, that's our trade plan for today. As you can see, been a lot of red candles so far, but that can change up. You see how the market moves. So we'll see what happens. But as of right now, that's what we are for today. It's Power Plays Palace. Listen, stay on your levels, stay consistent, follow your plan. If you listen, there's nothing wrong with not trading if you don't agree with what you see in the market. Nothing wrong with that. Because not losing any money is better than getting in, losing your money, and then wondering how you ended up there. And so we're not going to try to do that on purpose. So let's get to it. And once again, this Power Plays Palace is Tuesday. Let's get out and have some fun. Trade, get your level, stay disciplined. It's not financial advice. And then once you get, comfortable, make the trade that you feel comfortable with. Now, if you want to trade with us, come over to Power Play, the Discord. We over there, and we can talk about it. If you have questions, anything, you can go with it with us, and we'll do that. Like I said, we're just some guys that trade. So let's have some fun with it. Let's get to it. As you can see, look at the market. Already, the spot starting to work its way back up. That's a nice range this morning. So let's see what it's going to do. But this Power Plays Palace, man, once again, let's do it. And out of here.